Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I just wanted to share a quick story with you guys, and particularly or particularly aimed at parents. You know, parents, you have children, and what tends to happen sometimes is we worry about our children. So, you know, when we pass away, what's going to happen to our children? So, for example, the fathers, they'll be working extra hard to leave a certain amount of, you know, financial resources, wealth, and the rest of it for their children. But what I wanted to actually do is share a story with you to help us understand that it is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is the one that looks after. So we can do all we want, we can do all we can to, you know, provide for our children after we die, but this is not guaranteed. So a friend of mine, his father passed away it's probably been about 5-6 years now, and his father was a businessman. There's other lessons to learn from this story as well, in terms of, you know, spending time with your children. You know, many a time we think, as fathers, for example, we think we're working for the family, which is right, which is correct, but we have to also always come back to the point, which is we must spend as much time with our children as we can, because when they're growing up, all they want is time. They don't care about your money and the rest of it. Now the thing is, so my friend's father, he has two brothers, and his father had three brothers, so there was four brothers in terms of, you know, his father and his three uncles. And they started they started a massive business, a very big business, very successful. I'm talking about millions in turnover. You know, they're making profits in the millions. And the father would always work. He was always working. And this is what happens when it comes to business. You're running your own business, you become very busy, and this is why I'm saying you have to have that balance, and you'll understand why. The father, he's very busy, always working. When the mother asks, like, you know, spend some time, when the children ask, spend some time, the father says, I'm working for the children's future, you know, which is true as well. It's true, you know, there has to be that balance. I'm working for the children's future. What happens anyway, long story short, is that the the father's working this hard so that his children have a stake in the business in the future. Long story short, father passes away. Uncles, you know, they do their bookie behavior, their dodgy behavior, whatever, and instead of the father's share going to the three sons, I think it's got one brother, so it's two sons. Who does the share go to? They keep the share for themselves. Now this is the perfect example, and the son was telling me, that, you know, my father worked all his life, he spent less time with us, you know, so that we have a stake in this business, we're financially stable, but look what happened to us, you know, our uncles did us over and the rest of it, and now they're making their own life. Him and his brother, they started their own business, and alhamdulillah, they're doing well. But the point here is that it is not, you know, you can do whatever you want to, you keep saying for your children and this, that, but the bottom line is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can protect our children. So the thing is, what we should do is give them a good upbringing, do the best we can, spend as much time with them, and the bottom line is we should be making dua for them. I hope that helps someone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.